Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning the influence of Abdullah and Neville Goddard's work. Now, many people are familiar with the work of Neville Goddard, but very few people are familiar with the black mystic from Ethiopia. And very few people knows that the oldest Bible can be found in Ethiopia, and that many of the books that was in this Bible, which is the Ethiopian Bible, many of these books were removed. Also, many people believe that the Bible is literal and that the Bible is secular history. But Abdullah influence and Neville Goddard work prove that the Bible is a book of mind science and that it must be understood esoterically and metaphysically. It must be interpreted psychologically and taught to the people of how to use it to influence their psyche. Because whether you believe it or not, it is your own thoughts that is creating your reality and creating your personality. That is why the Bible tells you that as a man thinketh from the subconscious mind, so is he. So your heart is the place of vibration, and you are a vibratory being, and you vibrate on frequency, thought frequency, and you are actually a mass of energy. You see, you being a spirit having a human experience, you must live from the spiritual realm to manifest in the physical three-dimensional realm, the realm of matter. Okay? So, Abdullah's influence is a lesson to all melanated people. Abdullah influence is to point you to look at the greatness of Africa and to see that the Ark of the Covenant is still in Ethiopia. Abdullah influence is to get you to learn more about Ethiopia and why Ethiopia has never been colonized. Okay? Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia, the Ethiopian rabbi, is to teach you that there have always been melanated mystics, enlightened ones, self-realized ones, and that you hold the DNA or that genetics in you to become self-realized, okay, and to get in touch with your ancestors, to display the truth of who you are to you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when I was 30 years of age and the man walked out from the burning bush that doesn't consume and gave me my commission, he was an Ethiopian looking man and was a melanated man, okay? And for years it baffled me and I didn't know what to take of it. And so it took me 15 years before I realized that the Bible must be seen from the angle of mysticism when I had my mystical experience, which is an outer body experience, the birth from the skull, the birth from above. That is why Abdullah used the law to bring Neville to the realization that in us is a power and we have to activate that power to achieve our every desire. Then we can go further and experience the promise. Okay? However, in my case, I experienced the promise first in my life before I had any full knowledge of the law. And so my message to all melanated people is that you can easily transcend faster than any other race upon this earth because of your melanin, because of your closeness to the sun, Because what is taking place in this entire on this entire planet is the inner science of the sun. There's an inner sun science and technology. Many people might refer to it as neuroscience, and they can use different terminology. But to bring it in a simple way and to connect it back to nature, it is the inner sun science and technology. That's why you're told that the Lord thy God is a sun and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. Now, if you're seeing lack and scarcity in your life, it's because you are out of alignment with the sun, out of alignment with the light. You have a light body and you're out of alignment with the light body because you're looking outwardly when you're supposed to be looking inwardly. So Abdullah influence and Neville Goddard's work was to point us that the key is to focus our energy inwardly and not outwardly as we were taught by the clergy. So my brothers and my sisters, you have to get rid of secular Christianity that is pointing to look outwardly to make you think that it is secular, literal stories that are there when they are conveying ideas of how the conscious and the subconscious mind works, of how the masculine and the feminine energy must merge together to bring forth a pregnancy. It is you understanding how to go within and live from inside out. So there is power in influence, and it teaches you that in the Bible when it says, I can't remember if it's Isaiah chapter 6, when it says in the year that King Uzziah died. That is when Isaiah realized that he was focusing his energy in the wrong direction. He was looking and admiring a king. Many of us allow our circumstances and our situation to become the kings that rule over us, and fail to realize that we have a divine calling, we have a work to do, we have a purpose in life. And so not until when King Uzziah died, not until you get rid of the ego self, the distractions, the things that keep you in your lower self, not until you remove those things out of your life, you'll be able to see the Lord, your higher self, your God self, your creative and innovative self. Not until those things are removed, you see your prophetic self. And that is when Isaiah began to operate as a true prophet. And so my brother and my sister, you can prophesy your life whichever way you want it to be. But you have to activate that inner eye. The eye of imagination. The all-seeing eye. The eye of discernment. The eye of inspiration. When you read of the story in the New Testament of the woman at the well, when she's told that if you know who you're speaking to, I would have given you living water that keeps springing up. It's a spring of inspiration that will come to you. When you're told also that I will open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you wouldn't have room enough to store that blessing. It is inspiration, it is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I wrote a book on it, you can get it. The links is down below. How to open the floodgates of abundance and teach you the truth about Malachi chapter 3. And so my brothers and my sisters, your life must be a life of influence, so that you would influence others to become the best version of themselves. Abdullah influenced Neville Goddard to become the best version of himself. And he did that when he had a burning desire. And every one of us have desires in life, and we'd like to achieve them. You have goals, you have dreams. And so when he wanted to travel to Barbados and he had no work, he had no money, it was a time of depression. Then the power become very much useful when he took the instructions of Abdullah and applied them in his life. That's the power of influence. Many people allowing celebrities to influence them. They're allowing, they're political ministers and the religious ministers, the school teachers, their parents, their aunts and their uncles and family members. They're allowing all of these other people to influence them. But when you have a wise one, like a mystic, a sage, or some self-realized, or some enlightened one comes to you, that is God sending a messenger to bring a message to you, to awaken your God self, your higher self. So my brother and my sisters, I hope what I'm saying, it makes sense to you, and it challenges you to become a doer, not just a hearer. So it challenges you to practice meditation, practice visualization, practice scripting, practice to see things through the eye of God, which is through the eye of imagination, and act out your life whichever way you want it to be, knowing that it is all a movie and you have the script in your hand, and you're the director, you're the actor, you're the producer, you're the author, you're the all of it. Okay, everything is in your hand. Your whole destiny is in your hand, and you have a choice. So the choice is actually yours. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I hope I would have influenced you to really become the best version of yourself. And if I do, hit me up with a comment, a like, you can subscribe, you can also share this video. Also, if you like to have a one-on-one with me, you can definitely reach out to me. Also, if you like to get my books, the links are down below. If you like to get the Inner Sun Science and Technology course to create your reality consciously, it is for people who are donating on my Patreon $20 or more. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. But whatsoever is your desire, my encouragement to you is to make sure you check out all of the links that are down below, and let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I just want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.